and thank you so much for being with us at TM Forum Live. So I know that SevOne has been at TM Forum Live for a number of years, but this is your first year as a sponsor. Tell us what made you make that decision to really have a bigger presence here.
Oh, absolutely. So, first, thank you for having me today. We're at SevOne. We work really closely with our customers to understand the impact to their digital business, and in our years of working with the forum, this year we've evolved even more in our work with the forum. From working to not only to help sponsor this event, but work closer with some of the events like the Catalyst events. We started doing some Catalyst last year with folks like Microsoft and a multi-cloud Catalyst, and this year we're expanding that even more with some work with Cisco and some big data OSS analytics. But it all ties back to our customers and how their business is transforming, and the need to be able to monitor their entire infrastructure that their business relies upon. And that really brings us here too.
How have you seen the relationship with TM Forum evolve over the years?
I think a lot of it is I'll say a mix of capabilities, right? The forum brings together, I'll say vendors like ourselves, customers, and an analyst press community that enables a series of conversations about, not only where things are today, but where they're going next. I was speaking earlier today with one of our customers, Akira here in Europe. They're here today, and not today, but this week, to begin to understand, how the evolution of new technologies like software-defined networking and network function virtualization, how it impacts not only the technologies, but how it affects the people and process in their business. And coming to TM Forum for them is a chance to get a blend of that entire range of impact of the technology on their digital business.
So at TM Forum Live, I'm sure that you're always being introduced to all these new technologies and trends emerging. What are you seeing here so far, and what are you most excited about in terms of industry trends for the year?
I think probably one of the biggest trends that we're seeing is the ability for, I'll say, takes digital systems to begin to work even closer together. There was a time in the past that if you were going to monitor a network, I had a handful of routers, I had a handful of switches, and I would query and I'd understand what's going on. But now the market is evolving to this mix of physical and virtual assets that if I need a video service set up between, I live in California, so if I need a video service set up between California and London, that's just not just a couple devices need to be provisioned, right? And if I'm a high paying customer, that service needs to be provisioned quickly. It needs to be provisioned in a way that meets my needs in terms of scalability, but also meet quality criteria. And some of the shifts that we're seeing in the market today is we're seeing the evolution of software-defined networking and network function virtualization affect the digital business by enabling these services to be instantiated really quickly, and then be able to share that information from a provisioning OSS system with systems like SevOne and others, who actually begin to monitor an overall system. So the difference being now that we are still monitoring the infrastructure, but now we have richer information about what's running on an infrastructure because the business is deploying, say, a new video service. So we can monitor the video service, not just the assets.
That all sounds so amazing.
Yeah.
I look forward to learning more. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks, bye-bye.